течение ночи быстро течено, молчание ночи быстро течено.
Hello everyone, welcome to Renfro Lives, and today I'll be reviewing the 2020 mystery comedy disappointment, SCOOB. The film's ensemble voice cast includes Frank Welker as Scooby-Doo, Will Forte as Shaggy Rogers, Zac Efron as Fred Jones, Amanda Seyfried as Daphne Blake, Gina Rodriguez as Velma Dinkley, and Mark Wahlberg as the Blue Falcon. In the movie, Mystery Incorporated for some reason decides to go into business with Simon Cowell. He wants to make a deal with them, but only if Shaggy and Scooby aren't involved, since he thinks they don't serve any meaningful purpose to the group. Heartbroken, Shaggy and Scooby go bowling under attack by robots. Luckily, they get saved by the Blue Falcon and his team. We learn that the robots were sent by Dick Dastardly to kidnap Scooby so he could use him in an ancient Greek ritual to open the door to the underworld and steal its treasures. This leads to a team-up between Mystery Inc. and Blue Falcon's team to go and stop Dick. SCOOB got released straight to VOD on May 15th. It's just one of the many films whose theatrical release got cancelled, thanks to the virus. Releasing it this way will almost certainly result in a loss for the studio, but I've heard that it's been doing quite well for itself, even managing to top the digital rental charts in its opening weekend. Despite this, SCOOB received mixed reviews from critics and fans, with a common opinion being that it's a good distraction for little kids, but offers nothing for older audiences. After viewing the film for myself, it's safe to say that critics were way too nice to this film. Before we get into why this film is trash, let's see what little good I was able to find in it. First off, the animation was for the most part great. I think they handled the motion of the characters and their face expressions good enough. The only problem I had with the animation was that in some scenes, the characters' tone of voice didn't match up with their mouth movements. Another positive about the film is the voice acting. I think the all-star cast does well enough with the script they've been given, although even this isn't well-rounded. Will Forte is competent as Shaggy, but he lacks the charm and prowess of Matthew Lillard. And Ian Armitage as young Sheldon, as young Shaggy, is even worse. His small, cutesy voice doesn't fit the character at all and was very distracting at times. That's all that I could find good about the film, so on to the bad. First off, it doesn't feel like a Scooby-Doo film. The whole point of Scooby-Doo is to solve mysteries, but it seems the creators of SCOOB, in their hurry to ruin the franchise's legacy, forgot to make one. The movie doesn't even attempt to hide who the villain is or his motives for committing crimes. Halfway through the movie, we already know his whole master plan. As if that didn't prove the plot was lazy enough, the creators copied plot points from other Scooby-Doo films, namely the 2002 live-action film and its sequel. For example, in SCOOB, after Simon Cowell refuses to work with them, Shaggy and Scooby feel the need to prove their worth to Mystery Inc. This exact plotline is what happened in Scooby-Doo 2, when the media kept painting Shaggy and Scooby as goofballs, saying that all they did was mess up and that they didn't benefit the team. Another example is the plotline in SCOOB, where Shaggy and Scooby are divided. After they get rescued by the Blue Falcon, they soon find out that Dick Dastardly is after Scooby because he is the key to opening a door to the underworld. Blue Falcon then gives Scooby a superhero suit to protect himself while he's helping them stop Dick. As Scooby spends more and more time with Blue Falcon and his team, Shaggy gets bitter because they're divided. This was a major plot point in the 2002 Scooby-Doo movie, when Shaggy fell in love with Mary Jane and stopped hanging around Scooby, which leads me into the third problem with SCOOB, and that is the poor characterization of Shaggy. Again, a product of lazy writing. Instead of building up a conflict that makes sense, they chose to shove one down our throats near the third act. As I previously said, Shaggy got bitter towards Scooby because he started to spend more time with Blue Falcon's team than with him. This causes Shaggy to insult Scooby, which is something Shaggy would never do under those circumstances. But even worse, when Blue Falcon and his team stop on an island to search for an artifact that Dick is also looking for, Shaggy labels himself and Scooby as cowards, saying that they'll stay on the jet and wait for them. But Scooby wants to go with them to help them find the artifact. This makes Shaggy angry, and he forces Scooby to choose between their friendship and helping Falcon and his team save the world. This makes no sense. Shaggy would never be this selfish and insecure of a person to the point where he'd rather see the world be destroyed than to be separated from his best friend for like 15 minutes. How could the writers think that an idea this stupid would work? Anyways, let's wrap this up. My final problem is that the comedy in this film sucks. There's literally not one funny joke in SCOOB. They tried so hard, so many times, to make trendy and even self-referential jokes, but none of them even come close to landing. Now that that's over, let's get to the final consensus. Looking at the positives I outlined, even those had small negatives in them, which goes to show you just how terrible this film is. Thanks to total disrespect for the franchise and its characters, cringy, eye-rolling humor, a terrible script, lazy, copycat and boring plot work, and lack of mystery in what is supposed to be a mystery film, I give SCOOB a 2.5 out of 10. To say that this film can be viewed as a distraction for little kids is an insult to children of any age. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to know when I upload next. This has been Renfro Lives, and I'll see you all next time.